Of the four managers to make baseball's league championship series, only one, Ron Washington, has never managed at this level before. But don't think lack of experience will get in the way of the 58-year-old doing whatever it takes to, at the very least, give Rangers fans their first home playoff win in franchise history. Of course, to do that, Washington has to figure out how to best a Yankees team that's had his Rangers number in postseason play, starting with Game 1 tomorrow.
Well, it's been a dream come true. We started in February in spring training and made a commitment to each other that we felt like we were able to get to this point. And at the time, a lot of people thought it was words. But we have a bond inside of that clubhouse that goes a little deeper than words. And we went out this year and we put it together. Our pitching held us there. Our defense stepped up. We got better as far as running the bases go. We got better as far as understanding the game of baseball. And things came together.
A lot of people saw what happened with the Twins, and it looked like a lot of those guys after the first game and the second game were really bummed out. And after we lost a game here, or two games here, we could have been bummed out, but we weren't. So we had the opportunity to really stick together and just kind of do what we did all year, which was win baseball games.
Taking a look at the pitching matchups, the Yankees going with the same pitchers for games 1 through 3 as they did against the Twins, adding A.J. Burnett to the mix in Game 4, but switching Hughes and Pettit up. Phil Hughes going Game 2, Andy Pettit Game 3. The Rangers rotation changes to give Cliff Lee rest as he will start Game 3. C.J. Wilson gets the nod in Game 1 against CC Sabathia. For more on the ALCS, we welcome in Baseball Tonight insider Tim Kurkjian. The wait's almost over, Tim. How daunting mentally is it for the Rangers knowing their ace Cliff Lee isn't available until Game 3?
Well, there's no doubt that's a blow for the Rangers. However, they've got C.J. Wilson going in Game 1, and he has been an extremely successful pitcher this year. He's got 15 wins this year. The team is 24-9 when he starts for them this year. Only the Rays with David Price, when he pitches, has a better record. Plus, he's great against left-handed hitters. Lefties have hit 144 off of him this year. They've slugged 177. He has not allowed a home run to a left-handed hitter this year. And let's not forget, Robinson Cano, Curtis Granderson, and others in that lineup are pretty good left-handed hitters. And C.J. Wilson has been able to neutralize those in an extremely successful way this year.
Well, the Rangers are already talking about a contract extension for Ron Washington after these playoffs. What's impressed you most about how he's handled this playoff run?
Well, what he's done, Cindy, is he's made this an extremely aggressive team. This team plays the way that he used to play, in the time that he used to play. That is, taking the extra base, bunting. They lead the league in most sacrifice bunts. They go first to third as well as any team. They've made more productive outs than any team in the league. They do the little things. It sounds corny, but if you saw that game against Tampa Bay, it was the little things that won for this team. They are extremely aggressive on the bases. They're very good defensively. They throw a lot of strikes with that pitching staff, just like Ron Washington learned how the game was played when he was coming up a long time ago.
Sounds like the Yankees have their hands full. Tim, answer this question for me. The Rangers advance to the World Series if?
I would say if their bullpen is as good as it was during the regular season. About halfway through the season, I spoke to a scout who had seen the Rangers an awful lot, and he said they have the best bullpen in the American League when everyone is right. If Neftali Feliz, their great rookie closer who set the rookie save record this year, is what he was during the regular season, and he's got all that support, all those hard throwers, lefties, righties, everything, they have a chance to beat the Yankees, but that bullpen has to be great, and it wasn't great, at least at times, against the Rays in the LDS.
Conversely, Tim, the Yankees advance to the Fall Classic if?
If Andy Pettit and Phil Hughes are as good as they were in the LDS. We have a pretty good idea that CC Sabathia is going to be great. He's always great in the postseason, whether full or short rest. But if Pettit gives him the 7 strong innings that he gave him against the Twins, if Phil Hughes gives them 7 shutout innings like he did against the Twins, then they've got the 2 and 3 spots covered in that rotation. Then, of course, the bigger question is, what does A.J. Burnett have for them in his Game 4 start? But it's not like that won't matter, but if they've got 2 and 3 covered, the Yankees have a really good chance to win this series.
And we will all be watching. Baseball Tonight insider Tim Kirkchin getting us set for the ALCS. For more on the Yankees and Rangers, make sure you log on to ESPN New York and ESPNDallas.com. That is where you will find out why the Rangers are just itching to prove themselves against the defending World Series champions.